Well, David Zaslav has done it again. Woke up and was going through the news to see what there was to talk about today, and I found quite a bit. But this really caught my eye because I just always find these things funny because everyone gets upset that things nobody was watching anyway get pulled off of HBO Max. Remember when he pulled all of that content down and everybody was having a meltdown over it? Well, he's doing it again. This time he pulled Westworld and The Nevers. The Nevers is coming to an end. I don't know anything about the show. Nothing. Never seen it, never heard of it. But it's coming down. Westworld, though, I have heard of. In fact, I've seen the first season fully. And a little bit of the second season. The first season was great. Great. And then they decided, well, we have this great show. What we're going to do now is take it into a more woke direction. Like that was going to retain people or something. And it didn't. In fact, it backfired spectacularly. And blew up in their faces, and they wasted money on it as their audience dwindled season to season. And now it got pulled off of HBO Max. And this always upsets people, and I don't know why. It's like you were obviously you weren't watching the show. The reason that these shows get pulled down is because nobody's watching them. So we'll see if people get upset over Westworld. I find that whole situation funny. It's a good example of getting woke and going broke. It really is, because you had something good, then you decided to insert the message, and it went to shit. And everyone stopped watching it. It should be a caution to creators, but they won't learn anything. These Western creators, they just keep doubling down and getting rehired. Guarantee you everybody involved in Westworld that caused this disaster will get hired to another show. Probably a high-profile show. And then they'll run that one into the ground, and then they'll get pulled onto another one. It's an endless cycle. Speaking of endless cycles and garbage, Disney not doing well. We have this article from The Wrap by everyone's favorite weirdo, Scott Mendelson, how Disney Animation lost the box office crown to Universal for 3 straight years with no turnaround in sight. Isn't Universal Illumination, right? Who's doing the Mario movie? Illumination. The Minions people? They've pretty much taken the crown from Disney. They really have. They've yanked it off of their head. And this isn't done by like anything special. They've taken it because they're giving people what they want. Family content. And yes, there are some things in some of their stuff, but here's what it doesn't do compared to Disney. It doesn't beat you over the head with any kind of message. Whereas Disney beats you over the head with it. And they've paid for it. They've lost the crown. They are no longer, in my opinion, the top children's company in the West. I think Universal has taken that from them, and they've done a pretty damn good job making stuff that people have enjoyed. That Mario movie is going to be at a whole nother level. I wonder if Disney had the option or the chance, not the option, but the chance to get that Mario movie. I do wonder that. Like, did people bid on that? How did that process start? I wonder if, like, Nintendo was like, nah, we're going to go with this other studio because we see and smell your bullshit. But this article got taken down. That whole article from The Wrap doesn't mention anything woke. They don't mention any woke. They don't talk about it at all. Like, oh, that's definitely not the reason that their animation is falling. They've chosen to make that their message. Like Lightyear. Lightyear, awful marketing. Don't know anything about the plot for Lightyear. But I do know that there's a lesbian couple in it. That's not how you market a movie. But this is Disney's mindset now. And it's destroyed them. But I like this part from it. No, the rap's dishonest studio suck-ups blame it on everything but one glaring truth. Universal's animation department produces movies meant to entertain children and parents alike, movies without political messages, movies without innocence-shattering adult sexuality. Unlike Disney, Universal is not looking to confuse and groom children. Instead, Universal is looking to make children smile and laugh, thrill them, and take them to another world. While the Rap article hilariously goes out of its way to write around why Disney animation is dying and Universal is thriving, the scope of Disney's failure is mind-bending. From Pixar's Onward, which opened to a disappointing $39 million in March 2020, to Walt Disney Animation's Strange World, which barely cracked $25.5 million in its first 12 days of domestic release. Disney's theatrically released animation films have grossed just over $1 billion worldwide. Meanwhile, in that same period, with the same burdens of the COOF and on much lower production budgets, Universal's combined theatrical output from Illumination and DreamWorks Animation have earned $2.06 billion worldwide from a series of animated hits like Trolls World Tour, The Croods: A New Age, Spirit Untamed, The Boss Baby Family Business, Sing 2, The Bad Guys, and Minions: The Rise of Gru. The contrast in box office performances has been stark. Disney's Encanto earned one-third less in late 2021 than Universal's Sing 2. While Disney Pixar's Lightyear, $226 million, eventually earned less than both of Universal animated films from the spring and summer. Illumination's Minions: The Rise of Gru, $937 million, and DreamWorks Animation's The Bad Guys, $250 million. Since March 2020, Disney animated films have grossed just over $1 billion worldwide. Meanwhile, over that same period, Universal's animated movies have doubled that. Doubled Disney. The Rap blames Disney for sending its animation films to streaming and for a lack of franchises, but Disney's Lightyear is part of the most popular animated franchise out there, Toy Story, and it bombed. That's 100% true. That's 100% true. And then this article talks about how Minions offered laughs, fun, adventure, and escapism, while Lightyear focused on a storyline between two women in love. And that's true. And from what I understand, like that story, like it wasn't even like that prominent, but that's what the marketing focused on. I haven't seen Lightyear. I have no intention to ever watch that movie. I just know what the marketing was for it. And that's not anything that's going to get butts into seats. Nobody wants to go to a theater for that. Now, if you offer them some escapism and some good fun, that'd be different. So, I mean, this is all Disney's fault. Disney has pulled this on themselves. They've decided that they want to cater to the message and the woke community, and it's really tanking the company. Yeah, there was a time when if Disney had a movie coming out, an animated movie, it was almost like an event. Everybody was going to see it, and those days are over. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about it. All of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble, my locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.